Today's activity is about Packet Tracer Basics. This is part 1 of the basics of Cisco Network Simulator called Packet Tracer. So let's start the software Cisco Packet Tracer, and I am basically using the Cisco Packet Tracer instructor version, and you can also download the student version of Cisco Packet Tracer software. So here, this is the interface of Packet Tracer application, and this is the toolbar. Okay, and the important thing is the help section, and there are many tutorials that I would highly and strongly encourage and recommend all the students to basically go through these tutorials in order to understand and in order to get your hands on this very powerful networking simulator called Packet Tracer. So try to use or go through these tutorials, and also go through the help section in details in your free time. So now this is the white screen where you can basically make or create new topologies, and on the right side you can see the select button, and then below it is the note place note button, and then you have the other buttons, the delete button and other buttons. We will go through these buttons in more detail later on. Okay, so if you look in the bottom left corner of the screen, you will see these are the devices, internet networking devices, and there are many options. And this is the router. If you click on the router, so you will see a lot of other options, different types of routers that you can see. And there are these switches. So when I click on the switch button, it basically gives me all the different options of different switches that are available to me. And then the hub, wireless devices, and then you also have the connections, different type of connections, cables. And end devices, this is different end devices. You can have a generic PC, you can have an IP phone, a VoIP device, and other end devices. Security and other options. I mean, you can basically go through all these things by yourself. So let's try to create a small topology. So let me select the end device, and I'm going to select the generic one. I'm going to drag this device on this white screen. So this is labeled PC01, and I'm going to basically drag another end device, a PC. So it has named it PC1, and I'm going to connect these two devices with a switch. So let me go to the switch part, and then I'm going to select the first switch. Okay, I'm going to drag it and put it over here, just to look it nice. So I have two machines, two PCs and devices, and I want to connect these two devices. And also, if you see, if I hover my cursor on one of the machines, it basically a display box just comes up. It gives you the configuration information, and let's just skip this part, and you will come to know about this in more detail later on. So let's connect this machine to this switch. So I'm going to this connection button, and now I have different options. So I have a console cable, I have a straight through cable, and crossover cable. Since I'm going to connect the machines to the switches, so I'm going to need a straight through cable. So when I notice, when I click on this button, it basically turns into a do not sign option. So, and when I take it on this white screen, it turns into a connector image. So I click on this, and now it gives me two options. Either I'm gonna use an RS-232. This is for a serial connection, or fast Ethernet. So since I'm gonna connect my PC to the switch, I'm gonna select this fast Ethernet 0. And this there is this is the a cable, and I can move around. So, and since I want to connect this to this switch, so I'm gonna click over here, and now it gives me all the options, all the interfaces, the ports that this switch has. So, and I can connect I can basically choose any port I want. So let's choose this one, fast Ethernet 0/1. And now you see this, the green sign. So it tells that the link is up. And notice the other end of the link, which is connected to the switch, and that is turned, I guess, red or amber, a different color than green. So it's gonna turn green after some seconds, let's say 10 or 15 seconds, I guess. And now, as you can see, it has turned green, and this basically, tells you that the link is up and the connection is successful. The reason why this link color is was amber or red before, it's because of there is a protocol that runs in a local area network. We call it STP, spanning tree protocol. And let's not get into the details of this protocol. Just for the sake of this module, this is what happens when you connect a machine to a switch. It first turns into an amber color, and then after some seconds it turns into green. Okay, so now let's connect the other machine with the switch. Another straight through cable, and this one fast Ethernet 0, and I'm going to connect this machine also to the switch. And notice this, the interface, the port that we used, which was fast Ethernet 0/1, it is no more available now because it has already been used. So I'm going to select this 02 interface. Let me go to the end devices, and let me install, also put a server here. I'm going to drag a server. So this is a server. And I'm going to connect, and I'm going to also, use another switch. So let me go to the, the switch part. I'm going to, this is the server, and this is, this is a switch. So I am using another switch, and I'm going to connect this server with this switch. This is the cable, and straight through cable, server, fast Ethernet, and connected to the switch. This is 01. Okay. So now I have to connect these two switches together because I want this machine PC, these machines to communicate with the server. For that, I need to connect these two switches together. So I'll go to the connection tab, and then if I want to connect these two switches together, I need a crossover cable. So I select this cable and then this interface, and then I'm going to connect this one to the other switch. And I can select any interface I want. So let's select this one. Okay, so now we have created a small LAN topology in which, there are two switches and two machines are connected to one switch. The server is connected to another switch, and these two switches are connected, with each other. And now we will see in the next part how we can basically, configure these two machines, and also we will see how to basically, use or access this server from this machine.